Hi everyone, what is going on? My name is Jamie Palmer and welcome to another episode with the Binary Destroyer 7.0. Now in today's video, I basically want to show you this beautiful sell I've currently got on gold using the Binary Destroyer on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, now, as you can see, this is gold. If you haven't traded gold, pips work slightly different, and this is where a lot of beginners can get took out with gold. Obviously, you've got to factor in this kind of the fact it works differently to currency pairs. Obviously, you've got a bigger stop loss and bigger take profit. You do obviously make a considerably large amount of pips as well. Okay, so let's break down this currency pair. As you can say, currency pair, break down gold. As you can see, if I just bring it up here, you can see we're in a beautiful downtrend. Okay, which is really good. Okay, I can see from the zones are facing down. We've then had a slight pullback, and what I really like about this setup is not only have we popped a signal that's outside of the zone, the MACD and RSI has crossed over already, confirming that we're also at the 30 minutes and 1 hour resistance zone here. Now, I don't particularly use this support and resistance indicator. I'd rather draw my own. I know obviously some traders out there like having indicators that do it for you. I think when it comes to drawing support and resistance, you've got to learn it yourself. You know, it's just crucial in trading. Okay, and if we just actually bring up, let me just zoom out a little bit on this, and I'll show you the area of resistance, which is, everyone, my computer's been awfully slow today, as you can see. So we've definitely got a nice little area here. You notice how we've rejected from here, here, and here. Obviously the MACD and RSI has crossed over. So in an ideal world, I should have a stop loss of around 500 pips. Obviously factoring this is gold. My target for this on gold, because if you watch last week's video, I want to go for more pips this week with the Binary Destroyer. Even though I do I do very well targeting the lower pips, 5, 10, 15 pips. You know, it's obviously if I take profit on 15 pips or take half of my position, let's say. In fact, I'll show you what I'm going to be doing. Okay, let me just bring up I'll bring up a blank chart and I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, when my Microsoft decides it's going to install, 1 minute. Okay, right, so this is what I'm going to be doing all of this week, because I have received a lot of emails asking you know, what I'm going to be doing this week. Okay, so let's say we take a sell trade on, let's say, gold, for instance. Okay, we take a sell trade on gold. Now what I'll do, okay, is let's say this is the currency pair or gold and it's going up like this. Okay, it's trending up and I decide just here I'm going to sell gold. Okay, what I would do is I would take a sell trade just here. Okay, just at this point here. Now as the trade goes down into profit, what I will do is close off something like this. I'll close off half of my position. So if I've got a 1 lot trade, I will close off half of that, so 0.5 lots. Okay, so I've took profit already on this trade. What I will then do is move my stop loss, which would be up here somewhere. I'd move my stop loss to just maybe 5 or 10 pips into profit, and then I will set a take profit of something like, I don't know, because this is gold, maybe 1,000 pips. Okay, and then I will leave this trade. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because in a situation like now, okay, I've already took profit on this trade. You know, I've hit my target, I've made money, okay, and now what I'm doing is making it a risk-free trade. So apart from the fact I've already made money, what's going to happen now is either my stop loss is going to be hit, which will obviously be 10 pips in profit, so I'll make more money, or it will go on to hit my 1,000 pip take profit and make me a considerably large amount of money. Now, one person said in the comment section, why don't I use a trailing stop loss? Now, what I found with using a trailing stop loss is they can work against us. They can actually take us out. If you are going to use a trailing stop loss, it's actually better that you do it manually rather than having a indicator or trade management system do it for you. Okay, and I'll actually explain to you. Let's head back over to the charts, and this trade. You see here, look, here's a perfect example now, okay? I'm going to close one of these positions off now. Okay, gone. Already done profit. Thank you very much. Now, this trade here, I'm going to set my, a ridiculous, so I'm going to use a stop loss of, let's say, a stop loss of 50 pips. Okay, and we're going to do a take profit of 500 pips. There we go. Okay, so at this very point now, right? Okay, let me just bring up my history, and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing with this trade today. So as you can see, okay, I've already banked 174 pips. £65 on this trade. Okay, thank you very much. Profit hit. You know, I'm in profit. Now, what I've also done, okay, is obviously took another position. Now, this for me is either a risk-free trade, because I'm either now, if I just click on it, for some reason my computer's been awfully slow. It's probably because I've got, here we go. So now I've got a risk-free trade. Apart from the fact I've already made 65 quid on this trade, I'm either going to make an additional 20 quid or 100 and, well, basically 200 quid. Okay, so now this is win-win for me. Okay, I'm risk-free with this trade. Now, as you can see, as price starts to go down even further, I will manually move this take profit up. Okay, like this. So as it goes up like this, I might lock in 70 pips like this. Okay, now as you can see, I'm manually adjusting it. Now there's a reason why I'm doing this, okay, and I'll show you on a blank canvas. Let me just bring up a currency pair. Let's look at GPUSD. How well has GPUSD been doing today? We've got a nice little sell here, which is good. Okay, let me just find a setup where this might take me out. Okay, let's look at this for instance. Okay, the reason why I don't automatically have a stop loss on here. So imagine we took this trade here. Okay, right, let me just draw this on my chart so you can see. As the price pulls down, so you can see here, a automatic stop loss or trailing stop loss will follow the price down. Okay, but even though what will happen, okay, is price will pull back against us. Now, this is not what's happening now. This is not the trade losing. This is just price pulling back. And that pulling back in the market, if you have a trailing stop loss, can work against us. It can actually take us out. So what we want to be doing is manually using a trailing stop loss. So as soon as we create a low like this, you want to move your stop loss to here and then ride it down. Okay? And do you understand what I'm trying to do here? Let me find a currency pair. Let me find you a really good setup and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so let's go and have a look at a setup like, okay, let's look at this setup at the top here, right? This is nice setup, overbought, you can see here, nice setup. As the price comes down like this, okay, as price comes down, remember my stop loss is now somewhere in profit, maybe 5 or 10 pips in profit. As price pulls back, creates a lower low or lower high, we then go lower. At this case, I then manually move my stop loss to here. Okay, price pulls back again, okay, and then comes down. I then manually move my stop loss above here, okay, and then as you can see, what I do is I just keep riding it and riding it and riding it, and you could get somewhere like, I don't know, a 160 pip move on this. Now, the reason why, like I said, I do a manual trailing stop is because if you have a stop loss, like a trailing stop loss, what can actually happen, everyone, is as price pulls down like this, hold on, I've done it wrong. There we go. As price pulls down, using a trailing stop loss can just take you out. Okay, so that's why I don't use a trailing stop loss. The method that I'm doing, for some reason my computer today has been annoying. So as you can see here, we are slowly pulling back on gold, but you know, like I said, to me now this is a risk-free trade. I'm just going to leave this and see what happens. So what I'll do, everyone, now is I will pause the video. Let me just go back on gold, and what I'll do is I'll pop this like this. And then I will leave this, okay, and I'll update you very, very soon on this setup. So I'll pause the video and I'll be back. Hi everyone, so an update on gold. Okay, now I flicked over to the 1 minute charts now, and you can see how we've just pulled down, and it looks like we're pulling a slight pullback before continuing down. So what I can do with this is start to move my trade, or move my stop loss to above this high, or this lower high here. So I'm just going to increase it again to around 90 pips. There we go. So again, slowly moving in these profits. Okay, now I might actually leave it at that and just let it do its thing. As you can see, we are slightly pushing up, so I'm interested to see what happens. It might actually take me out. It looks like it will do. There we go. So it's took me out. Okay, not a problem. I am now up, like I said, nearly 100 quid on this trade, and that's pretty much how I do it. Okay, nice and simple, you know, no messing, always trying to manage those trades. So yes, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com.